Shalom, family. We're going to get started. And I do have some guests coming. So we're going to discuss what the Dallas police said. And I have a few things I'm going to show you. And wow, I just can't believe how stupid they take all of us for. But I guess it's to be expected. Unbelievable. Okay. Make sure this is, hey. Okay. Well, welcome and thank you for joining as a channel member, Lucky Lloyd. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, because I don't look at what the police say as facts. And, you can't convince me that they are fabricating this whole thing. So, all right. So we're going to hold tight for a few more moments. I have sent some invitations out, so I want to give people a chance to come on in. Here, LVZ. How you doing, LVZ?
Man, I'm chilling, sis. I'm just getting off work. I seen your video and I seen that because I didn't know what happened till I seen y'all videos. What the? Get the fuck out my face.
You think you're disgusted now? Wait until I show you a few more things.
Oh no.
I said these cops, Dallas police, you must have to be slow to be on that police force.
Right. Yeah, you gotta be retarded.
Yeah.
Him and Detroit police. the chief of Detroit police. With this, he don't want black people to be hired for the facial recognition and then call Rashida Tlaib racist for her suggesting that you hire more black people.
Yeah. And don't Chief Renee Hall come out of Detroit? I believe she does.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, you know what the Dallas police said. They said that Joshua Brown died in a drug deal that went wrong. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen because this is the first thing I need to share with you before we even get deep into a conversation. Now, y'all, those guys come out of Alexandria, Louisiana. I was listening to him and he was talking about where they came out of. Alexandria, Louisiana. So they drove from Alexandria, Louisiana into Dallas. Now, depending on where they go, it's 303 miles. It would have took them 4 hours and 20 minutes to get there over some weed, y'all. So Louisiana don't have drugs, huh? They got to go to Dallas for their drugs. Okay. I mean, think about that. Now, if they went a different route, it would be 335 miles from Alexandria to Dallas, Texas. 5 hours and 8 minutes for some weed. This is what they want you to believe, for some weed. Okay. So I guess Louisiana, those folks there, they don't have drugs. They don't have drugs there.
Man, I mean, well, to be honest, Lisa, since I do know a little bit about that game, people from Louisiana travel to Texas a lot to pick up dope.
Yeah, but come on. Do you really think this guy would have been loaded down in dope? Number one, the police station was directly across the street from where he lived.
Yeah, now see, that's my problem. Is he testified against the police? You're not gonna be riding dirty. And another thing, he had to have hundreds of pounds for them to come from there.
Right. And he's going to do that while he's being watched, and while he's a key witness to a murder, probably the biggest murder in Dallas. You wouldn't have no spotlight, like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have no spotlight like that on yourself and drawing all kinds of attention to yourself like that.
Nah, not. I look. That's the part that got me right there. The how are you a drug dealer and you just testified on the police? And if you got niggas coming from Louisiana to Texas, you got more than 12 pounds in your house too.
Right. Right. Okay. So they went that distance for weed they could have probably got right there in Louisiana where they live.
Exactly.
Okay, and number two, he was getting ready to testify again because now the civil case for the cops in the Dallas County was coming up, who Botham's parents were suing. And he was getting ready to testify once more against Dallas police. You know,
Man.
I'm telling you, I don't believe what the police said. I don't believe them.
This is the only thing I will say about the dudes coming from Louisiana to Dallas. This the other thing I will say that is kind of suspicious about that to me. Like I say, I know people come from Louisiana to Texas for dope all the time. Mm-hmm. Problem is, how did they know him?
Right. It's too many questions.
Yeah. I mean, well, he was that major a drug dealer that random niggas in Louisiana knew who he was, but the police in Dallas didn't.
Right. I mean,
because they would have brought that up on trial quick. Hey, man,
right. You just do this.
You a drug dealer?
Right. You think they're not going to investigate somebody that's testifying against them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what get me. I'm like, when I heard that shit, when they said drug dealer, I said, oh no, this bullshit. I said, I knew they was gonna try that. I said, but I already knew. Then when they said they investigated a search warrant of his house, huh? They couldn't wait to search his house.
Right.
And then you find 143 of the little cartridges and 12 pounds. They ain't tell you how much money they found. Right. Normally, a motherfucker got 12 pounds of weed, got money too. So I'm just too familiar with that game to know that you don't have 12 pounds of weed sitting around. That means weed cartridges, even if you just read up, you got some money sitting around.
Right. Were you gonna say something, True Royal?
Yeah, excuse me for that. I was just listening to what y'all was saying, and these people made themselves look even dumber. What they did was they made a hasty decision. I was listening to Willie D earlier. This is the oldest trick in the book to dirty you up. Joshua, in our world, with especially out in the streets, he's untouchable, and he knows he's untouchable. Another thing, somebody came to my channel and said they live in that neighborhood that he live in. The police station is right there. So on top of that, you're gonna do a drug deal at your house, at the near where the police station is. All of those variables don't add up. He hotter than a firecracker. And you mean the state of Texas don't got no good weed, so you got to drive all the way from Louisiana to do all of that? Y'all insulting our intelligence. Y'all ain't even good at what y'all do. Y'all corny at this shit and stuff. And it stinks to high heaven. And now y'all act like y'all are so vastly concerned about Joshua's death that y'all going the extra length to go to Louisiana to get the other suspects. Y'all ain't never cared about us. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. Y'all dirty. Y'all will always be dirty. And any opportunity y'all can to fuck over us, that's what y'all do. This is classic. We all know that the police service, their foundations is the slave catchers, the overseers, and all of that. So you had to give some old po white ass trash something to do. So something to do was to watch over us and stuff. I keep saying, because me and Lisa have been talking about this privately, because we put up a lot of videos and we read a lot of articles throughout America. You can make a channel just about the police, how they are eroding and how they are imploding on themselves. They corny what they doing. Do we need to teach y'all how to run this game right? Because y'all slipping real bad. You don't even know what the fuck y'all doing. We know the rules of engagement on the streets.
I'm sick of them acting like they can toss any dog bone at us and we're supposed to take it. Now, here's my big problem. Joshua, some of you might know, he left Texas. He left and he went to California. He was shot after both of them died at an incident at a strip club. He got shot in the foot. He got the hell out of Texas and went into California, and he laid low. The prosecution told him if he didn't return back to Texas to testify in the Amber Geiger case, they were going to arrest him. So he went back to testify. How come nobody was talking about him being a drug dealer then? How come
exactly.
Nobody said nothing about drug dealing. They told him to come back and testify.
Exactly.
So where did this drug dealing shit come from? You mean to tell me you knew he was a key witness for a damn year and you didn't dig up this drug dealing until today? I don't believe.
You mean to tell me the niggas selling so much weight? Cause nobody look. I'm telling y'all, people do drive from Louisiana to Texas to get dope. I'm schooling y'all on some shit that I definitely know. What I'm telling y'all is this though: you're not taking that drive unless you get major weight. So if this motherfucker is selling that much weight and they don't know him, come on, man.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to tell you, 12 pounds ain't enough weed. We talking about 200 pounds.
Right. And let's face it, you True Royal and LVZ, a dead man is the easiest to lie on.
Exactly, because he tells no tales.
Yep, there you go right there. There you go right there. But you know what? Because I see some of Esau's folks up in here. Y'all gonna believe this shit. Y'all that motherfucking dumb. Y'all unquote finest that y'all believe every fucking word that come out of their mouth. So Esau, that's up in here, leaving your little funky comments, go run back to your high IQ people and go ahead and believe that story, because y'all had already started trying to come up with a way to dirty him up. Oh, he's part of a gang before they even came up with it.
And that's another thing. To all of you white people that are in here right now, what the fuck is gang related? What the fuck does that mean? What is that terminology? Because as far as I know, every single gang across the country got a name. They call themselves something. What the fuck is gang related? I never heard any gang out in the street calling themselves gang related. What the fuck is that? To me, that is so bland and it's unmeaningful when you say that. What is the name of these gangs? What do they call themselves?
LAPD, Dallas PD,
right. You know the
NYPD.
Name, but they tell you gang related. They tell you some generic shit.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you the dangerous gangs.
So if you come around me talking about gang related, I'm just gonna ignore you.
You talking to me about gang related? I think you talking about the police.
LAPD, right?
That's what they done told me many a times while arresting me. We're the biggest gang in the world.
They are.
Well, you know what it makes me also think of? and with the Jasmine girl that got killed, and her sister knew what that man that looked like that killed her sister. And when they showed the white guy that they already had arrested, that picture was to a T.
It was.
Now all of a sudden you're gonna dig up some black folks and throw them in jail.
And the car didn't even show up on the surveillance camera, but the truck that guy was driving showed up on the surveillance camera. The
Texas.
That guys was in, you didn't see that car coming or going out of the parking lot.
Texas justice.
And that girl know what she's seeing. And I was like, wow, it was so accurate. When I looked at the picture, I was like, damn. But do you know what? That white boy came up dead too. Sure did. Because at the end of the day, when Esau will start killing.
But he killed himself. He killed himself because ain't want nobody to know, right?
Yeah, no telling. But that's what they said, LVZ. That's what they said.
I don't got them killing him. It ain't no need for them to kill him. They already pinned it on somebody else.
Like I said, LVZ.
He killed himself out of guilt.
No.
I'm trying to tell you.
They don't give a fuck about no guilt. What are you talking about? They don't give a damn about no fucking guilt.
White people hang themselves from guilt all day long.
They're gonna have some guilt over some black folks.
White people hang themselves from guilt all day long. It don't matter if it don't matter. Look, it don't matter who it is. Eventually, their karma come get them too. They hang themselves from doing fuck shit and getting away with it sometimes. They do. I think he killed himself. It wasn't no need for the police to kill him. For what? What was he gonna say? Oh, I really did it. Right. It was no reason. That don't make sense that the police would kill him because he wasn't gonna snitch on himself. So the only other way, take himself out because people didn't believe it anyway.
No, they sure didn't. It didn't make no sense. Like this shit don't make no sense. It's like, boy, that was real hasty how they did that and stuff. That's why I was saying, Amber Geiger still got a target on her back. She not gonna leave out of this squeaky clean and go back to her life before we didn't even know who this bitch was. What more do she know? What is really going on? You got a police force with over 3,000 cops, and she's part of this special elite force where there's only 10. It's something deeper than that. Then her cases, they started throwing them out. They want to lock up as many of us as they can. That's why I was saying, don't be surprised over time. You're going to start seeing these cops killing themselves. It's like telling one lie after another lie, and you forget the lie that you tell. Nobody trusts nobody. Now everybody jumpy. She ain't scot-free. She not scot-free.
Matter of fact, True Roy, you just said it. Remember the cop that did the same damn thing? He was dirty, penning shit on black people, and he was about to get caught. He knew he was guilty, so he murdered himself. So he murdered himself and blamed black people.
Oh yeah, I remember that crazy dude. Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't it I don't know if it was the same person, but it was a few years ago, because I remember Superboy had a funny feeling about it. And this cop was about to retire, and he was stealing money from the police.
Yeah, it was Glenowitz.
Is that the one you talking about?
Yeah, Joe Glenowitz.
Okay.
Officer Glenowitz. And remember, he killed himself because he knew he was guilty.
Yep. And tried to pin it on black folks.
Look.
Yeah. Stage his own killing. Ain't that something? And stuff. And then they found out later that him and his son I think he was screwing his son's wife. It got crazy. It just got real crazy with that family. Mm-hmm. Real crazy. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that was just too swift, too fast, and y'all come out with that. And then a guilty conscience will tell on themselves. So while they giving the press conference, whoever this guy was that was speaking, the last thing he gonna say pretty much is, well, it had nothing to do basically with us. Well, why would you even say that? Why would you even say that?
Because he said it because they have been watching what's going on online, and a lot of people online
been blaming their ass.
All the shit that was coming out of the Dallas police, and they knew it. That's why he threw that little side remark in there.
I was like, whoa, you're telling on yourself. That's your guilty conscience, huh?
Right. That, to me, made him guilty.
Yes.
Why not just give the press conference based on your alleged evidence and leave it at that? Why did he have to throw that in?
Crazy.
Yeah. And they was doing everything they could to try to get him killed, because the brother that shot him in the foot, they made it where he could get out, knowing that Joshua was one of the witnesses.
Yeah.
And then I guess that, whoever this dude is, he probably was shocked. Damn, they let me out on a murder. I'm sitting at home right now.
Yeah.
They don't let black men out for nothing like that.
Ever.
That's a first for me to hear that. You ever heard of that, LVZ?
What?
The brother that shot Joshua in the foot at the club, he killed Joshua's partner.
Yeah.
And shot him in the foot, and he's out. And now they talking about they don't even know his whereabouts.
Oh yeah. So well, come on, he killed a black person. Dang.
Yeah. But that was a signal for him. You out, you can go get Joshua.
All right, he killed a black person. Yeah, you ain't. If you somebody they really feel like they need to get off the streets, they'll do that. But if you kill a black person, they'll let that motherfucker keep on going through the community till he finally just killed one of them.
Well,
and then he goes.
They was hoping that he would kill Joshua, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, that's all they were hoping. Oh yeah, he gonna take care of this motherfucker for him. That's all it was. That's why they let him out. They do that sometimes. Sometimes they'll let a motherfucking menace that everybody know did the shit, let that motherfucker out and let him back in our community so he can kill some more people.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they let him out. That's why they act like we don't know where he went.
Yeah. He probably thought that through and said, "No, y'all not gonna pull me into that shit."
Yeah.
Damn right. Slim was like, nah, you know what they were gonna do, True Bro? They probably was trying to hit him up so they could do a motherfucker Eric Holder to him. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to get him. They was the reason they know that they can't find his whereabouts. They was trying to find him because they was gonna get him to do the murder. You know what I'm saying? Like they did Eric Holder. Look, motherfucker, we got this over your head. So this is what we need you to do. You need to go kill this motherfucker before you testify on him. Slim was like, nah, that's all right. I'm gonna start running.
Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah. Will the FBI get involved? Nah. No. To me, they should have been involved, but they're not.
Right.
Right. And at this point, nobody trusts no damn Dallas PD. We don't trust no damn Texas Rangers. None of that. I don't believe.
Hey, Lisa, my phone messing up where I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna come out and come right back in.
All right. Man. All right. So hopefully. But yeah, I don't trust nothing they say. But we shall see what happens in the coming weeks. But I want to see how many people they are claiming are involved in this whole thing.
There you go. I can hear y'all clear now.
Okay. I said I want to see how many people they actually claim are involved in this stuff. Because they claim they went into Louisiana to find the other guys. Well, damn, how many were in there in the car?
They saying it was 3 of them. Also trying to say that Joshua shot somebody?
Yeah, that's what they said. The one that was in the hospital that they arrested was shot.
Yeah, they said that he shot him. Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? They should have already knew that, and that's how I know that's bullshit. Let me tell you why they should have already knew that. GSR, everybody, like I said, if you've been locked up for a joint where they think you done shot a gun, you in this white jumpsuit because they test you for GSR. That's gunshot residue. You're supposed to have powder all over you because you shot a gun.
Mm-hmm.
See, it helped that I actually have a criminal record because I know all of this shit. And this is anybody with a criminal record that's sitting at home going, it's bullshit. I mean, you ain't test the body. Look, when you found the body and he was shot in the chest, the first thing they were supposed to do was swab his hands and wrists for gunshot residue to see if maybe he shot back or if he had a gun.
Right.
But they never told you that.
No, they sure didn't. Just like we didn't know about any drugs until today.
Right.
Okay.
You know who fault this is, though? This motherfucker Botham John family fault. For real. All that hugging and kumbaya and forgiving, you done got man killed.
Yeah.
No, for real. Once they
what I'm saying is, yeah, now we're seeing a whole trail of bodies behind that damn case.
What I'm trying to say is, Lisa, once you see that all she gonna get is 4 years, maybe, you as a cop, oh shit, I'm untouchable. Even when convicted of murder, all I'm gonna get is 4 years. Man, we're gonna have this motherfucker killed.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna be able to do shit. Man, this Botham, and look, the family hugging and crying, so they not gonna care about this man who testified and put his life in jeopardy just so you could go hug the bitch. So this their fault too. For real, this their fault too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
You could have got a man killed.
Yeah. Everybody was pissed off about him getting up and hugging that witch, and then on top of that, the judge too.
And Botham's mother and sister is pissed.
Answer me this. If this nigga was such a drug dealer who lived right next door to Botham John, why come Botham John mother ain't know this? I'm quite sure. If he got all this weed in his house, shit, I got an ounce in my house right now, and everybody complains about what the motherfucking hallway smell like. So how in the fuck does he, with 12 pounds of weed, and Botham John who live next door, don't smell that?
How many, answer this, LVZ, in the state of Texas, how many pounds you gotta have before they arrest you?
Hey, well, look at this. That's a good question, Auntie, because you know what? Nate Newton for the Cowboys got caught 2 times with 265 pounds, 284 pounds, respectively, of weed. And Nate Newton didn't really go to jail. He did like 6 months. Yeah, he did like 6 months. So, now, I know he snitched on somebody to get 6 months, but still, he got 6 months with over 500 pounds of weed. This nigga had 12 pounds of weed. Come on, man. No, I'm sorry. No, you can do that with anybody but LVZ, man.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Come on.
I felt.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt that coming. I was just saying, I felt that coming. It didn't surprise me when that came out. I said they're gonna dirty him up. I felt it coming.
Yeah,
I felt it.
Oh, I did too. That's why that's why when everybody was asking me to say something, I was like, nah, I gotta wait. They was like, what you mean you gotta wait? I was like, because I don't understand right now. I need the police to do something so I can have a better understanding.
Yeah.
Like, well,
And they
don't kill him. I said
right into it.
Yeah, I said I can't say the police killed him. I said because on some G shit, on some G shit. I mean, I know Dallas, and I know it's motherfuckers that I hand you your hat. I don't know what this guy was into. So what I need to do is try to find out what he into. So I searched while y'all was talking about when he got killed. I tried to find out his background. All I could find was this a dude that played football, went to college, real estate. He got real estate business, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I
went on his Facebook. It's still up. And
yeah, I can't even find a criminal record.
I seen that he was at his various Airbnb places, showing certificates and all of that kind of stuff. Another thing I noticed, he was real close to kids. I found out today he has 3 children actually.
See,
because he has an 11-month-old son, and his baby's mama put up a GoFund for funeral expenses, and she was gracious enough to even say that she wanted to make sure that some of that money go to his other 2 children.
Yeah. That just don't make sense.
Whatever he was going through for that whole year, he stayed the fuck away from Dallas. And in fact, I was reading somewhere, I don't know, guys, I read so much, he had bought a one-way ticket to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so listen, I just want you to listen to what you say. He left during the trial and went where? Come on now, boy. I need you to be on you the one told me. I just want you to repeat it.
No, I never said that he left during the trial.
Right before the trial. That's what I mean. Before the trial. He left and went where?
California.
Mm-hmm.
And he talking about he got a one-way trip to where?
Vegas.
Well, where the fuck does Louisiana come in at? That's my whole point.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm trying to get people to think about.
The shit don't even make sense.
Vegas, California. We're getting further away from Louisiana. So again, where do you meet niggas from Alexandria and Louisiana when you wasn't even 300 miles away? Now you in California, so now you 1,000 miles away.
Mm-hmm. I bet you if you look on his phone, you ain't gonna see no phone calls
from them Negroes. Yeah, I guarantee them niggas' numbers is not on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to the silver sedan? Remember there was a silver sedan the night he was shot that spun away real fast?
They didn't mention that at all.
They left that alone. I guess they saying that them 3 was driving the silver sedan.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, so the dude got shot in the chest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By Joshua. And they saying that he the one that snitched.
The guy got shot in the mouth?
The dude that got shot in the chest, they trying to say he the one that snitched. He the one that told on everybody. He the one that told the whole story. Now the reason I'm bringing it up is this. Man, so I get shot, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna implicate myself in no murder. If I get shot, I'm not implicating myself in a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Who shot you? I don't know. I already know he did. Mm-hmm. Why would I implicate myself in a murder when I already know he did? That don't make sense.
That sure don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. They didn't even think that out. They did that hastily.
Yeah, they sure did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because Dallas know they look bad. They know they look bad. You know,
but y'all get what I'm saying, though.
I hear you clearly.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if I get shot in the chest and I'm in the hospital, I'm a victim. So the police just gonna come ask me who shot me. Man, I don't know. I was walking such and such. A motherfucker out of nowhere shot me. Now we got an APB looking for anybody who shot me. Meanwhile, the nigga who really shot me, I know he dead. I ain't gotta worry about him coming after me. Why would I snitch on myself and implicate myself in a murder when I could be getting treated like a victim and they could be out looking for the nigga that shot me?
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And the people that do operate on the street, they not dumb.
Right.
They have to survive and shit. Nobody talks to the pigs. Nobody.
Nobody. Thank you. That's what's pissing me off about the whole shit. I'm like, hold up, man. Now, y'all, they fucked up when they tried with the weed shit. I said, hold up, do y'all know who the fuck y'all just tried some weed shit with me? Nigga, I know all the weed laws, and I know, and as far as the game is concerned, like you said, true, ain't no nigga. If I got 12 pounds of weed, right, up in my house, I'm gonna have some money and some guns. And I'm not gonna have all that product up in my house with no protection. I'm sorry, not and all I got was a backpack gun. Man, I don't know nobody in the game that moves like that. Nobody. I've never met anybody that moves like that.
Right.
Sound like amateur, straight up.
Yeah.
Right.
It does.
The Keystone Cops. There's some damn dealers on the street.
Right. I don't think they cared about what the story sounded like, just as long as the cops weren't implicated.
And I think that's it is.
Yeah, that's why he said that last little bit right there. He felt very compelled to add that. Y'all could just wipe us off the map completely. We didn't have nothing to do with it, you know.
Right. Don't blame us, motherfucker. We know y'all did it.
Why are you saying that then?
Well, it's Renee, you know, they've been full of shit from the beginning. Just like a couple of days ago, Renee Hall trying to say, oh, well, you know, we are working on training. We're clean. We're doing this and we're doing that. You ain't doing shit. None of these police departments are doing shit. Get out of here.
They're not. They know they look bad. Now y'all done went from bad to worse, thinking somebody gonna believe that. Now we already know who's gonna believe that. Dumb ass white people believe dumb shit.
No.
I see.
That's the only people they did that for was dumb white people.
I see Mike in there, Lisa. You had mentioned Mike earlier.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, Big Mike. Damn, man. They sound dumb.
Yeah, they are. But they think we're dumb. That's why they tossed that story out publicly.
On the box. Look, that's the reason.
But, you know, I think we're at the point where we don't even want to be bothered with them no more. But we also, at the same token, want to know.
I was sitting there looking. Come on, fellow.
LBC, put yourself on mute. If you talk
you don't know Bob.
LBC, put yourself on mute. There you go.
I got it.
These people are what it is an insult to our intelligence.
Yeah.
We know how they get down. And then they'll try to give you the impression, oh, we looking out for y'all black folks. Y'all don't give a fuck about us.
No, never have.
Stop insulting us.
Never have.
Y'all doing this shit to try to keep y'all ass clean, and you made it more dirty. It goes back to something my mother taught me. And I don't really mention my mother often, but my mother spoke something very profound to me when I was a teenager. She said shit can be so messy. Trying to clean it up, make it look worse the way it is. And they felt compelled to get in there and try to clean it up, and it made it look worse. It put a bigger spotlight on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger spotlight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sorry. I believe they are fabricating the majority of this story. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
I just do.
He's talking down here. He's talking with law enforcement, dealing with the legal system, period. And then on the side, I'm going to be a drug dealer on the side, you know. On the side, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That don't even add up. I mean, because you know you're being watched.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you even take that type of chance? Damn.
Because, I mean, like I said, they are at the point where they think that we're just going to believe anything that come out of their mouths because they are the police. But see, we don't operate like that.
Mm-mm.
We don't operate like that.
Too many examples of shady cop dealings. Like I said earlier, we could dedicate a channel just on cop corruption.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we could put out 3 and 4 stories a day just on that.
Exactly. We never run out of stories about cop corruption.
No, you never will.
We never run out of stories. Matter of fact, we come with so many stories, y'all be mad that you ain't hear about half the month. You'll be mad. You're like, hold up. When this happened?
Yeah.
Why come ain't nobody say that? Why wasn't this all on the news?
Mm-hmm. Well, Mike and King Wage, if you check your email, you should see something from me with the link.
Right. Y'all got the link. I know you did. Y'all name is in my email.
So yeah, you know, we know we're dealing with some fucked up cops here. And I saw what was going on in Maryland. Maryland Mosby is trying to get rid of all of them bogus cases that those cops have put on all the citizens over there. And they were giving her a hard time, especially the judge. But I know what she was doing, and she was right. They were out there writing all them damn bogus tickets and stuff on people. You got to get that shit out of the courts.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and what's so cool is Marilyn Mosby has been trying like a motherfucker since the Freddie Gray case, because people held her feet to the fire. Man, people put her to task, took her to task about other brothers that, you know, was in jail and stuff that she ain't helped get out and that was wrongly prosecuted. And you know what? She responded. But now she's showing you that well, now she's finding out what we already told them. Yeah, you can work with the white man's government, but you're not going to be able to move with so much. Because look, you the state's attorney, right? You're supposed to be able to get these people off. White Zaddy said no. We overruling.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and she has been trying, but you know, she got a lot of opposition there too.
Right, because these people like the fact that Negroes can't work. See, because really, what she doing, and that's why I commend her, what she doing is trying to get people jobs. Because what's happening here in Maryland is weird, right? A lot of stuff you're supposed to go to jail for, you don't go to jail. You just end up getting time served or shit like that. You will get probation. You won't really go to jail. Like my buddy who left here and went mess with that white bride. If he was here, he'd have never went to jail for that shit. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, right, they like giving you that record so you can't get a good job.
Right. Hey, Kid Coach, welcome on the panel. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Queen Lisa. How you doing, True Royal? How you doing, LVZ?
We chilling, Wage. What's up, bro?
Oh, I'm good, family. Man, what is up with these motherfuckers, man? This shit got me boiling from the top of the fucking pot right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. All right, we in October right now. we know that this is a satanic month. And when you look at the seal in the courtroom of Texas and you turn that seal upside down, what does that resemble? That scar resembles a satanic symbol, doesn't it?
Well, if it's Texas, it probably is a satanic.
I'm about to say, you ain't even got to turn it upside down for it to be satanic.
Yeah.
Just keep it straight up, King Wade.
Man, these motherfuckers are just trying to kill as many niggas as they can, man.
That's what it's about. That's all it's about. Killing us and getting us out the way.
Right. Oh nah, man. I'm just up to here with it right now. And these crackers will just go ahead and turn the other cheek and not believe in the truth of what we're saying. And they'll just go ahead and comply with the whole situation because they know it benefits them, of course.
They just got really extra sloppy.
They did. And you know what? I just went shopping today. I went to Costco, and you would not believe how many eyes were on me just to see my reaction, just to see the facial expressions that I'm giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel that aura. Like, don't fuck with me. I will fuck you up, cracker.
That's a wood.
King Wage.
Yes.
Don't buy too much food. You might get hit too with the power outage because we just found out it's gonna come in our neighborhood too.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, but I heard about this like a few weeks ago. So
how do they know it's gonna be a power? Hold up, what type of shit is that?
Yeah, right.
They deliberately shutting it off.
Right.
They doing it. Oh, that's a brownout. That's what we call that shit, a brownout.
Mm-hmm.
That shit supposed to be illegal. They be suing here if you do that shit. Because they do this shit in our neighborhood. When they want to test the power, they cut the black neighborhood powers off.
Well, the power company out there got sued and blamed for some of those wildfires. So I guess this is their, way of taking some precautions, but at whose expense,
Mm-hmm.
I told you, look, watch, Lisa. Watch that shit only happen in the black neighborhoods where it wasn't nothing, no wildfire at.
Well, they
had no power. Why we ain't got no power?
Napa is Hunkyville, USA. Up there in wine country and stuff. They shutting they shit off. And stuff. But 9 times out of 10, I hear you. They hit the hood first. So that's just like how they deliver mail. In the hood, you get your mail late in the ass evening.
I heard that's what Napa stand for. I heard that's what Napa stood for, true. Niggas aren't to participate or attend. That's what Napa stands for. niggas ain't to participate or attend. Napa. There you go. Oh, none of you niggas supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm. So,
well, Queen, that man that was talking, that is the assistant police of chief. So now I see why Hispanic and white unions want them gone. That's too much black at the top. that's what's good.
Oh Lord. Yeah, they want Renee Hall gone.
Mm-hmm. That's Renee Hall. That man, he is the assistant chief of police. So he's all that black at the top. That guy.
You couldn't begin to tell me the twists and turns this case was gonna come, and it's gonna be other stuff to come out. Yeah. It's just crazy. It is just crazy.
But like I said, ain't nothing gonna be worse than when she get out of jail and Botham John brother marries her and the father performs the ceremony.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's gonna be the part that piss y'all.
I don't think Botham's mother and sister gonna go for that shit.
Man, hey, look, I'm done with Botham's mother too, cause she ain't say nothing about them 10 years.
She's not happy about it.
I can't tell. she should have slapped the shit out of her son. If she want me, hey, look, I'm sorry. That cooning ain't come from just one side of the family. Trust. I don't believe that cooning just came from dad. Look, what kind of woman, if dad is that big a coon, what kind of woman can live with that kind of coon?
Man, fuck slapping them. Beat the shit out of them.
Right. I'm sorry. I know that's mom and all, but we got to keep it 100 true. Look, if your son buck dance like that and you didn't say nothing about that, you ain't even, and then she still kind of was milquetoast to me about her response. This shows that I said this don't show shit.
Don't show shit. No, I agree with you, LVZ.
Hey, when she was saying all that to me, I was like,
I like to do a reenactment of that. How we would show that. I would have my husband up in there beating our son's ass all up in that motherfucker and me.
Thank you, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's why Boston John Mother get the side eye from me. I'm like, shit, you supposed to be whipping his ass. You should have been screaming out, no, don't say that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that
Lord. He was saying that when that shit went down, I kid you not, everything went in slow motion. Mm-hmm. I said, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm. I thought I was like, oh no, as soon as he said, can I give her a hug? I was like, what? Oh no, he isn't. And yes,
but the part that made it worse for me, not just can I give her a hug, please.
Yeah.
Right. He begged to hug him out.
He did.
Right.
Yeah. Can I hug her?
Man, when I heard that, my battery went down 5% on my cell phone. I was on the freeway. Shit.
Oh, look, that shit like when Kennedy got killed. Where were you when Botham John's family hugged their mother?
Lord, I ain't gonna never forget where I was.
I ain't gonna forget where I was. I was at football practice and everybody started emailing me. Do you see this stupid shit? And I'm thinking niggas just run them, and I don't know what's going on. Then I said he got 10 years. She got 10 years. Then it got worse when everybody started talking about he was hugging. I looked at that shit. I said, man, see, that's what Mike Epps was talking about. Y'all hugging and shit.
Hey, Big Mike.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, brother?
Mike,
Mike, what do you think about all this mess going on with the with Joshua Brown, and now he's a drug dealer, and these guys from Louisiana drove over 300 miles to get some weed from him?
My 4-year-old nephew can tell a better story than that.
Yeah.
Ain't no niggas gonna drive from Louisiana to North Texas to get some goddamn dope. It ain't gonna happen. And what in all the nigga dome is a nigga gonna sell dope with goddamn you on the witness stand? That shit don't make sense.
Right.
That's the part that got me right there, Big Mike. I ain't tripping on. Look. We know niggas will go and live if they gonna pay a low price on some dope. I'm cool with that. But what I'm not cool with is the nigga that sells dope testifying to the police. And then let me keep all this shit in the house because I know the police ain't gonna come looking after me. I just snitched on them.
And didn't they say that these folks is like from the islands or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
His parents from the island.
Okay. So what they trying to do is a separation and conquer. You know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. That's what they trying to do. They know that we coming together, a remnant of us, and they trying to really put this divide and conquer on us right now as we speak because they know what's happening.
You know what it's really about though, King Wage, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna reiterate the sister's points.
Go ahead, bro.
This about white people. This ain't about us. White people already know we know what happened. Y'all ain't figured that out yet. This is not about what black people are saying. This is so that white people won't look at it strange. See, what happened was after that 10 years, shit, it was even some. I didn't believe it, but Tariq Nasheed was right. It was white people who called out the judge for hugging that bitch. So and they started looking at shit funny. So when black people said, "Hey, the motherfucking dude got killed," white people say, "Hey, those Negroes might be right." So now they got to catch some niggas and blame it on them. And white people go, "Oh, okay, that's better. All right, yeah, I understand. Black on black crime." You see, this ain't got nothing to do with us. They know that we know what happened.
I didn't think like that, LB.
Hey, Mike.
Right.
Mike, share with me what you share with the family, what you shared with me this morning about Botham's brother hugging on her. Tell that story.
Well, like I said, I told the story this morning. I said, me and some brothers were talking about it. I said, one of my brothers said, "Man, when you see him hug her, that and the way he was looking at her, he was just full of lust after her. He was lusting after her."
I said that. I said.
Let him finish the story. Let him finish the story.
And so we were just sitting there chopping it up, and I brought up. I said, "Well," I said, I think Botham and that damn Amber girl had something going on. That you ain't gonna bust up in nobody's house, say it's the wrong apartment, and shoot him in the chest. Now, come on now. Something was going on. And you gonna tell your little brother who you fucking. So that's just what we come up with. And that's what me and True Raw was talking about this morning.
I was thinking that's deep.
It's no shit gonna come out about this story as it go on, but
you know what? She said something in that trial because when me and you were talking, Mike, this morning, remember when she was being drilled by the prosecutor, and she said, "Well, I still cared about him." And I thought about that deep when you said that. I said it could be some truth in it.
That's like me shooting King Wade in the chest and say, "I care about you, brother."
Yeah. But why would you care about somebody you don't even know?
Exactly.
I just thought that was odd when she said that.
Well, I just think that bitch was grabbing for straw. I'm sorry. I think yeah, I mean, I know Botham was a big old coon and he loved white people, right? I do. But once again, like I said, I think that she's a straight up white supremacist, and she not one of the white supremacists that like or lust black people secretly. She's not one of those. She's one of those that hates us. I think she's one of those that hate us.
Here we go again, OBZ. Here we go again. And I rarely disagree with you. They can hate us to our guts, but if they can get some sex, because they still fantasize. That's like in the white man's world. They said a white man ain't a true man until he has sex with a black woman.
That's a fact.
I'll tell you something even deeper. My son ran into this brother the other day, and this brother told him he makes $600 an hour screwing married white women. And he was telling my son sometimes because the husband want to watch, they like to slap him on the ass when he's screwing his woman.
Okay, so your son know a faggot, and the dude. I'm sorry, that still don't mean that every white supremacist want to sleep with you. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that at all.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that in this case, I don't think this a white supremacist that cared about fucking Boston. I think this was a white supremacist that cared about having niggas.
No. Amber Geiger will fuck anything. I know the type. She would.
You know, right now, one nigga that got up there and said they fuck. I'm just saying. It was a coon ass nigga right there caping up, kissing up for her, but she didn't fuck him. I'm just saying. Come on, man. Look, I'm sorry. I think this one, we just got to give her white supremacist card. Hey, she wanted to kill a nigga. This was a kill a nigga cult. This wasn't nothing about fucking niggas. This was about killing niggas. 3 cops got killing niggas on their record. This ain't had nothing to do with fucking. This was about killing. This was really what I think, because I was looking at Reggie White, the cop that used to work with Suge Knight. They was asking, was this an initiation? Was Botham John's murder a cult initiation, a killer cop cult? And he was like, yeah, it's cops that got their own gang, and getting the body is part of the initiation. Mm-hmm. Now, you and Lisa, y'all the ones that reported them other 2 cops killed black men. Didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Now, I'm just looking at it like that. I don't think you got nothing to do with it. I think she wanted to get her stripes too. For real. I think she wanted to get her stripes. Mm-hmm. I think this bitch was pure evil. Mm-hmm. She wasn't just your run-of-the-mill white supremacists who infatuated with us on the side.
This wasn't her first time shooting someone either.
Mm-hmm. And what color was the other person she shot, Terrell?
I think that person was Mexican. I'm not exactly sure.
No, he was.
He was? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. See? She ain't killed him. She probably bust out crying. Because it reminded her of her little Mexican man. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I think this is I've been on this the whole time and just haven't said it. I think this about a killer cult. I think this a group of cops like the Ramparts Bombers who just like killing niggas. And a way to get in, you gotta get you one. And before people start making they was having sex, we was already hearing the reports, which is why I don't know why the lawyers didn't bring that up. That this bitch used to complain about Botham John watching TV, playing his music, doing anything. Remember?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. You're right, LBZ. And I thought it was quite odd that the management wasn't put on the witness stand for anything.
Right. Nothing. Because they can report. See, they can report that she kept coming to them complaining about this motherfucker. A reason why she already had vitriol. That's how you could have proved premeditation. Like, oh, you ain't even go in the wrong house. He was probably playing his TV loud, and you was tired of it. And she went down there.
Dallas got a unique situation when you got 3 ethnic groups that's on the police force. You got the blacks, Latino, Mexicans, and white folks. So I think it's an internal war going on within that organization. You got 2 police unions, the black, the white, and the Mexican. So it's a lot going on with the judges. It's some foul shit going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I agree on that, because when I seen a few months ago when the Mexican Union got up and they had Mike Martha, they had spoke against Chief Renee Hall. I said that too. I said it was bitterness. They want a Mexican up there.
Wasn't they talk about Renee Hall during what's her name, Kay Sherrill, Jasmine Barnes? Is that when we? It was another case.
No, not that one. I know what you're talking about, LVZ. Where that white boy was beating the shit out of that sister, and
that's what it was.
Then after that, she busts up his truck, and and the chief, she wanna put all kind of felony charges on her, and sat there live on TV talking about she didn't know nothing about him whooping her ass.
See, and that's when we found out about the 3 unions. Because we reported on the 3 unions earlier this year. Mm-hmm. That it was some stuff going on with that but it was that the black union had to make one because the white union wouldn't really stick up for them. Then the Mexicans were sticking up for the white union and said, "Oh, well, black people got theirs and made theirs to spite us, to spite the black union." So that's how they ended up with 3 unions, and then they were arguing. Because Renee Hall was like an interim chief at first, right?
Yeah.
But they fired the other chief.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I remember y'all reporting the whole story. That's why I know. That's why when they was like, it's 3 unions. I was like, I know. I was like, I forgot how I know. I said, but I know it's from another story.
They also wanted Chief Renee Hall to fire a couple of black cops, and she did that swiftly. But when it came to
right.
She didn't know how to fire.
Yeah.
I said, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, because she wanted to keep her chief spot. True, bro. If she didn't fire them, she wouldn't be chief this damn long.
Shit, she did that, and they still don't like her ass.
Oh no!
Ain't she from Baltimore or somewhere?
Detroit.
She's not Detroit. I knew she wasn't originally from Texas.
Hey, and we know what kind of coons they got in Detroit. That black man said Rashida Tlaib was racist because she said, "Won't you hire some more black people?" The police chief called Rashida Tlaib racist because she told him, "Man, this facial recognition shit is biased against black people. Won't you hire some more black people?"
So this is a question I wanted to ask y'all. Okay, so they got a couple of brothers locked up. So what they did? Threaten the hell out of them, with so-called saying that they buying this dope from Botham and all of this. That's what I always be tripping off.
They looking for 2 of them, ain't they?
Yeah, they claim that they went to.
They only caught the one who got shot, right?
I'm not exactly 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I thought they said they looking for the other 2 suspects.
I did hear that part.
That's what I heard.
I did hear that.
Yeah, and that brings up another good story. So the dude checked his boy in the hospital and then disappeared.
Oh damn. Okay, right.
That's what they said, True. They said he checked. They said that one of them went on the run after the gunshot. The other one took the other one to the hospital. But they all rode together. So how the fuck did one go one spot and the other 2 went another spot?
Great.
Because I paid attention to when Lisa played that. And that's what they said. They said that one of them, they're looking for both of them. The dude who got shot didn't drive himself to the hospital. One of the other homies drove to the hospital. And that's where they caught him. And he told the whole story for no reason at all. He snitched. He told everything for no reason at all. He got shot. And instead of saying, some dude shot me for no reason, he said, "Oh, I was trying to rob this guy from some weed. And I drove all the way from Alexandria, Louisiana." See, when I break it down like that, now you're like, hold on, how the fuck did they even know all this shit? Exactly.
That shit sound crazy.
It don't make sense, but they said that the way, but what I'm doing is I'm using what they said, because they said the guy told them in the hospital what he was a part of, and that's how they can tell us this story. So a nigga gets shot and then snitch on himself. He never had the gun. He snitches on himself and implicates himself in a murder.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Well, we're going to make this a long hangout tonight. But I just wanted to discuss, what happened. I think a lot of people, when we heard that conference, nobody was buying it.
No.
So I think that's one thing we are definitely clear on.
Yeah.
Nobody buying that shit.
No.
They ain't gonna have to try nothing.
And you know what? And what I'll say is, and the saga continues because there's gonna be some more.
Right. There's gonna be some more shit.
I mean, he went from being a key witness to a drug dealer, and who knows? He'll be a murderer by next week, I guess.
Yeah, I'm about to say next week he gonna be the one that shot Botham John.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But next week he shot Botham John while Amber looked on in horror.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
And look, true role, because he was so powerful like Bill Cosby, she was scared.
These people and these stories.
Hey, Lisa, he was so powerful like R. Kelly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy. Lord. I mean, the cops, they can't even tell a clean story no more.
No, I mean, they're losing their kids. They could at least tell better lies years ago. They tell lousy lies now.
I mean, man, and I mean, real quick about it too.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna solve this in 48 hours. Watch.
You can't blame the cops.
Mm-hmm.
It's these black dudes from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what that damn cop said too. He said, I've been listening to the news and y'all been thinking it's us. It's not me. We ain't got nothing to do with it. It's these niggas right here.
Yep, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Sure. When they get finished with it, they're gonna dirty Joshua up some more.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be a hardened criminal in the next day or two.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna find all kinds of criminal records and everything done did.
Yeah. They're gonna take a picture of the Kennedy assassination, and Joshua Brown gonna be the brother behind the grassy knoll. He gonna be the one that shot John.
Mm-hmm. Who was that? Love Dallas.
Yeah.
Straight down.
Damn head exploded.
That shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And that's a terrible lie.
Yeah, they are bad lies.
They didn't even prepare for the lie. They just said, "Take your ass out there on the podium and say something. Just say something."
Mm-hmm.
What happened was,
So see, these random dudes found his name out of hat. Cause it's a big ass registry all over the world that say who sell weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, right? Cause it's a big ass. Cause it's called the green pages, where you pick up a book. And just pick up the green pages and thumb through it. Shit, my name in that book is LVZ. If you want to get some good weed, this is where.
The green page.
The green page. That's what it's called. He looked through the green pages and found Joshua Brown's name. So Joshua Brown got the weed in Texas. I said, well, let's take a drive.
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That'd be a big ass book, wouldn't it be, LVZ?
Oh, what she? All type of look.
The book be so fucking big.
The problem is how many cops' names gonna be.
Man, they the number one gang on the street.
That shit pissed me off. Listen to this motherfucker said.
And then who's paying them? The taxpayers.
Right. Mm-hmm. That shit. I mean, seriously, ladies, that shit. When I seen y'all video, I was sitting there hot. I said, so a nigga just find your number randomly and call you and ask you for, because he had to look. He got to already know these dudes. Mm-hmm. But where did he meet them at?
Right.
Yeah, and then hold on. So these niggas don't. If he did just meet these dudes, these niggas don't got a TV. Mm-hmm. Didn't the whole world know who Joshua Brown was? Yeah. Y'all talked about him last week because he was the only one that cried on the stand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, and let's add this. He living in a gated community. You know they got surveillance cameras. I guess they conveniently stop working. And what's so classic about the whole thing is, who does a drug deal at their house? This is classic. We're gonna wait in the cut for you, and when you come home, we're gonna blast your ass.
Nah, that's what they said too, True. He was on the other side of town. In another gated community.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Right. Who says we in gated communities, from gated community to gated community? Is the weed man.
Yeah.
Who is the weed man? I got that pound of weed you ordered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did these niggas want to meet him over there?
Yeah, you're gonna do a drug deal going bad in front of your crib.
Mm-hmm. Across the street from the cops.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They saying that the place where he did the drug deal wasn't by his house. They saying it's across town. But the problem with that is they saying that the dudes met him across town. Why would he say? Yeah.
But wait a minute. I watched the news clippings at LBZ. They even interviewed some of the neighbors. They said they heard the gunshot out there in the gated community.
Oh no, True. What I'm saying is he was in another gated community. That's what Jason Black, the night that y'all sent me telling me he got killed. Cause I ain't do nothing because I ain't know enough about it. I listened to Jason Black joint, and he was like, he said, correction, he wasn't killed in his neighborhood. He was killed in a neighborhood on the other side of town. We don't know why he was even over there.
Jason is wrong. He's wrong, LBZ.
Okay.
That I watched the interviews of his neighbors. One neighbor, in fact, didn't even want to show his face. It was some young kid. I remember he had on all black, but he did speak. It was in his gated community.
Right. And plus the neighbor said they saw him lying on the ground. I remember one of them saying that they saw Joshua lying on the ground.
Yeah, because they interviewed a woman, a white man, and I don't know the race of this real
there were white.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because I did listen to it too, True Royal. One of them said they saw him laying on the ground.
Yeah, and because what stood out to me that I thought was odd was when they were interviewing the white man, he said they did a double tap, and I said that's police talk.
Yeah,
who is this dude? You know, you don't hear the everyday citizen talk like that on the street,
right?
When it comes to a shooting.
And Academy 101, whenever somebody double tap, that means they intended to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, because that's what I heard too.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah, distinctly.
Well, either way, him doing a deal by his house, that's really not hard either. That
don't make no sense.
It do. I'm sorry. You know how many times I cop in people's house.
I know it's some dumb people out there, but somebody gonna come to a gated community to buy pounds of weed and all of that kind of stuff, like the drug deal went bad. The way it looked to me was when I was looking at it was like they was waiting for him to come home, and he got caught off guard and he got shot out that car. That was the cops waiting for him.
Well, I mean, it could have been them dudes waiting for him for real, but they could have sent them.
You gotta have a genie to even get up in there. They had an iron gate.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They could have sent them.
That's right too, LVZ.
They don't. About that. Yeah, I don't want people to look for no cop doing it. These niggas could have did it working for the cop.
Well, yeah, I still look for the cop to do it, even if they did it for the cop, so the cop did it.
Yeah, I want to say these niggas could have did it.
You know what I'm gonna say that? You know why I'm gonna say that? When because Lisa had talked about that when all the crack epidemic went down, they would arrest everybody in the house, the grandmama, the great grandmama. They didn't know they was in there doing drugs and all that kind of shit. So the cops did it. Shit, we blaming everybody.
I know the motherfucker dudes, if they was at his house, like I said, that's not, once again, that's not nothing unusual. What's unusual is meeting somebody 300 miles from where you live, and you haven't been there. And then all of a sudden they drive all the way up there after they seen you on TV to try to rob you. That don't make sense. Hold up. So it don't even make sense, their story. They came there to buy weed. They get into an altercation and shoot him. And then take the weed. Hold up. They gonna give you some money. What you arguing about? Where did they never said what the altercation was about or nothing. That it just don't make sense. Either somebody put them on to him to rob him, which would be the police. I think the police somebody put a bug in them dudes' ears to rob him.
I mean, I wouldn't put nothing past the cops. They do shady shit like that.
Yeah, like that. Now that I know they can do some shit like that. Put a bug in the nigga on the street. Oh, you know what's his name got this and that. But that just don't make sense. You about to make a sale and then you start fighting.
Yeah.
Look, hold up. It's 3-on-1. You about to make a sale. You start fighting. Then you shoot one of the dudes. Then they shoot you and kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just a shot in the mouth was a clear indication of who it was, though. I mean, that's just a given.
Right. Yeah, I kept hearing that too. He was shot in the mouth over there. I was like, how the fuck?
But you know what? Like I said, I would like to know that too. What caused the fight? You would think everybody would have been happy in that transaction. They would have got the drugs they wanted. He would have got the money that he wanted, right?
Thank you, Lisa.
Everybody would have been happy in the transaction.
Lisa, that's what I'm telling you. They not saying that they was there to rob him. They from what the police saying, these dudes had the money and they was gonna make the transaction, and then Joshua started rumbling one of the dudes and then shot one of the dudes. Right.
And this dude that he shot, y'all, according to Dallas police, he's in critical condition.
But he told them the whole story.
Right. He's in critical condition.
He in critical condition in their custody, Lisa. Don't forget that either.
And in custody. Critical condition and in custody.
Yeah, they're probably assuming that he ain't gonna make it. So, like we said, dead people don't speak.
What you mean assuming? They're gonna smother that motherfucker.
Yeah, no, that's real.
They know he ain't gonna make it. They're gonna smother that motherfucker.
Well, see, LBC, that's why I think when they were saying, well, Dallas police went into Louisiana to try to hunt these guys down, they probably gonna kill them.
They ain't even going to Louisiana, Lisa. They called them motherfucking hitters from the Louisiana Death Squad. They go get them.
It would be convenient for them to kill everybody involved. Then nobody can talk.
Nobody can talk. I'm trying to think.
So they claim they got a manhunt on. I don't believe nothing these old devils say. They claim they got a manhunt going on, and some of the Dallas police went into Louisiana to hunt down.
Bullshit.
You don't know. I tell you what, I may not know what to believe, but I certainly don't believe the police.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm clear on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens, y'all. If there's any updates, or they happen to catch those other two guys and they talk about what happened, we'll come back together.
Yeah, when they come back, we're gonna find out that both of them was a big time dope dealer too.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Both of them was Joshua Connect.
Yeah.
Yep. And Joshua Brown was a kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a drug kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought Airbnbs with his drug.
Yeah. We're gonna find out. Botham is was pimping on the side.
Amber was one of his hoes, and it was really a crime of passion.
Yeah, you know, he was a thug, and that's what she liked. Those kind of men she liked. She liked them thugs.
Had Amber on the track.
Right.
A cop cop.
Yeah, he's human trafficking Amber. And she ain't know no way out other than to break in his house and shoot him in his drawers while eating ice cream.
Right. Exactly. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna keep you long because I know some of y'all gotta go to work. And we're gonna cut this live stream short. All of you that came, thank you for being here. You know, just coming together and having this conversation because we know cops are full of shit.
Damn right.
That's right.
Come together and talk about it.
Damn right. And if they shoot me and say I'm a drug dealer, say, motherfucker, tell us something we didn't know, y'all shot. Right. Shoot me, y'all. Y'all say, motherfucker, tell us something we didn't know. Everybody know he got some weed. Y'all killed him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, Ebony Thomas, thank you. I did see that you made a super chat. So everybody, please enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll probably do this again later on in the week. Peace.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, family. Love y'all.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Oh Lord.